Hey guys, it's Oluvids, and I just want to say, welcome to all the new people that subscribed recently. Due to my latest two videos, the Chugvo GP one and the Dark Road Theory I did recently, I'm almost on 800 subs, which is honestly really awesome. I just want to welcome you guys. A lot of new people came through, and I do these things called, Square Enix News things, where it's like I'm going over all the stuff that Square Enix did. In case you missed anything, you'll be able to catch up and all that. Yeah, so before I want to get into that, I just kind of, want to say hi to all the new people, and, if you want to interact with me more, I have a Discord as well as a Twitch where I stream games. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake for the first time, and I'm almost done with the game, so if you want to come along for the ride, definitely go check out my Twitch, and if you want to just talk to me more often, you can go see me in the server, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and definitely let me know, what type of videos you'd like to see in the future. And welcome in, thank you guys so much, and yeah, let's just hop into the new stuff. I know that's what you guys came for. Anyway, so the first thing we got is the Triangle Strategy sales numbers. So if you guys remember, Triangle Strategy was this game that was like a tactical RPG, and it had the HD 2D graphics, which is kind of like Octopath, if you remember that. And it recently came out, and so far we got the sales figures, and it's looking pretty good actually. So I'm on the RPG site. This is where I get a lot of my news actually from. So they're saying that Triangle Strategy sells almost 800,000 units worldwide, which is actually really good. It's almost at 1 million already, and it's only been out for like, what, a week? 2 weeks? Over 200,000 in Japan and Asia alone, and so I guess the rest is in the West, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, this game is just really popular, especially with the West, and that's really cool. This is like from a smaller studio within Square. They make the smaller things like Bravely Default and Octopath and all that. So this studio, has another hit on their hands, and 800,000 in the first 2 weeks is really good. And the illustrator Naoki Ikushima made a sketch, which is pretty cool. I don't know the context, I haven't played Triangle Strategy yet, but pretty cool sketch. And this is really good. I mean, it seems like this game is insanely good. If you're into tactical games like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics, I mean, it seems like this is the way to go. And it has a cool little mechanic where you gotta choose which outcome you want to happen, and you have to try to sway your party into joining your side and all that, because some people may disagree and all that, and you gotta do that. And there's also just a general RPG battles and all that. So Triangle Strategy seems to be really cool, and I mean, yeah, it's on Nintendo Switch, so if you want to check that out, they have a demo there, and you can just continue that on once you get the full game. So check that out, and yeah, it's just doing really well. So the next one we have is about Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Now if you guys remember the game where it was like, chaos, I have to kill chaos, which, by the way, everyone put a fist bump in the comments. We're doing a chaos check over here. Hopefully no one around here likes chaos. Definitely put a fist bump in the comments. Doing a chaos check, we always gotta do a chaos check. We're all strangers of paradise out here. We don't like chaos. All my homies hate chaos. Anyway, so there is a message from Tetsuya Nomura because the game released. It launched recently, actually today, now I'm thinking about it, the day I'm recording this, and there was an early access a couple days ago. So we got a message from Tetsuya Nomura which says, "It's release day. If you're hesitant about the challenging action gameplay, you'll be fine if you select the story difficulty level. And if you've already completed the game in early access and are confident in your skill, it's time for the real deal. Go ahead and dive into multiplayer. Thank you for all your support, and I hope you'll enjoy the game, as well as the season pass." So yeah, Tetsuya Nomura worked on this game, as long as a couple other people, and also Team Ninja actually developed this one, which apparently this game is kind of like Nioh, which not Nioh 20, Nioh, that game. So kind of like that, kind of like a Souls-ish kind of game. So if you want a challenge and in the Final Fantasy 1 world, and a world with many different references to other Final Fantasy games, definitely get this game. And apparently it has a multiplayer, so you can play with your friends as well throughout the story. And oh man, there's just the story is just, it seems so hilarious and so cool at the same time. And apparently they're gonna have a season pass, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what the season pass would be, because I haven't beaten the game and all that, but yeah, I'll be getting some DLC. So if you're into that, then if you have the game already, then look forward to the season pass. It's going to be coming, we don't know when. And yeah, let's go and kill chaos. And also I already made a big video breaking this down, which I already talked about how people seem to like the Dark Road Theory I did. But of course, I already made a video about how Dark Road has been delayed at the originally that was just the Japanese side that announced it. Now I got official confirmation from the American side, or at least just the North American side, that yeah, that one's being delayed too, and of course they're adding some scenarios to it, and it's going to be taking a bit longer to do, but they didn't say it's going to take too long. But we don't have a concrete release date yet, so I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know when that's going to be coming out, or what exactly is going to be added. I'm guessing it's just something that's going to tie into Phase 2 of Kingdom Hearts, but if you're curious about what the screenshots are talking about, I have a theory about it. you know, breaking down the false light and all of that, whatever that is, you know, breaking that down and just trying to explain what all the other stuff is, more of a theory slash prediction rather than just like, oh, this is an explanation, because I could very well be wrong, but you know, from what I've seen, all the points seem to be lining up to that, so definitely check that out. I'd really appreciate it. So the next thing we have is for Echoes of Mana, which if you guys, you know Secret of Mana, that series and all that, Trials of Mana, they're having a little phone game coming out called Echoes of Mana. And, you know, it's going to be free to play, so that's good. The pre-registration is out right now on iOS App Store and the Google Play Store. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Mana and have a phone and want to play a Mana phone game, then pre-register over on the App Store or Google Play and you can get ready for Echoes of Mana. So the next one we have is something that was announced over at the PlayStation State of Play, which is Valkyrie Elysium. Now, the Valkyrie series is something, you know, it isn't as, like, big as Final Fantasy, but it is another Square Enix series that seems to have a pretty cool following. I haven't personally played it, but from what I've been hearing, you know, Valkyrie Profile and Valkyrie Profile 2 are really cool. They recently announced a new game, Valkyrie Elysium, and it's going full 3D, and as well as not being a turn-based anymore, it's like a full action kind of thing, so that's probably why they didn't call it Valkyrie Profile 3 or something, because it's a very different gameplay style. I don't know if, like, the characters are different or anything, but that game has been announced, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I actually have a reaction to it on the channel if you want to check that out. Of course, I'm someone who isn't a Valkyrie fan, so I didn't exactly know what was going on, but I recognize the series. So yeah, if you were a Valkyrie fan here on the channel, then definitely be excited for that. Though you probably heard about it if you are a Valkyrie thing, but I'm just including it for anyone who doesn't know about it. You can definitely check out the trailer and see if you're interested in it. Next, we actually have an update for Chrono Trigger on both the PC and mobile versions, which, you know, is just some quality of life stuff. They added some, you know, ultra wide format as well as an auto battle mode and like a speed up for auto battle, so you know, it could go a lot faster rather than just the normal speed and all of that. They also apparently add some more save slots to the game, which you're gonna need since this game has, you know, multiple endings and it has New Game Plus and all of that, so you're gonna want multiple saves. So they added even more saves, so that's pretty cool. Whenever I get around to playing the PC port of Chrono Trigger, this will be cool stuff to have. I've played it on, you know, my PS3, so I have, you know, experience with most of the game except for the final fight. But yeah, Chrono Trigger is a really cool game, so if you want to check that out, it's out on Steam, iOS, or Android. Steam port's probably the best one you could get right now, or the DS game. But I think it's pretty cool that Square Enix is kind of remembering that Chrono exists. Things like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross is getting a remaster. You know, Chrono Trigger's got its port, getting updates and all that, so it's pretty cool that they're doing Chrono stuff. Maybe they'll get another Chrono game, like a new one, like a third Chrono game maybe. We'll see. I mean, they're doing a lot of stuff with Chrono lately. They have the whole, of course, the crossover with another Eden, so, you know, they remember that Chrono exists now. I'd love to see a third Chrono game, because I played Chrono Trigger, and it's really cool. It's like a crossover between Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, so, you know, as someone who's a fan of both, it's just insanely cool, and I'd love to see something like that again. Alright, so the last thing we have is actually about YouTube. So Square Enix actually made a music channel on their YouTube called Square Enix Music, and it actually just has, you know, a lot of their music, and you can listen to their music from official sources. You know, usually people, like, you know, upload, you know, the music and all that to their channels. However, I mean, yeah, there's an official one now, and of course for me, the one I really use, you know, the stuff I really listen to on it would be the Rollins With You music, because that's, you know, the music from that game is really good. And it's pretty nice that I could go listen to it from, like, the official channel and all that. So if you're a fan of Square Enix music and you use YouTube to listen to music, check out all the series they got. They got, you know, lots of things like Final Fantasy as well and Nier and all that. But, you know, for me personally, the Rollins With You is where it's at in terms of the music. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for coming through to the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And, you know, I'm glad you guys enjoyed my theory video and, you know, just my little review of Chocobo GP. I hope to do a lot more for you guys that you enjoy. And if you enjoyed this, then leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next time.